अन्नदा वसुधा वृद्धा ब्रह्मात्मैक्यस्वरूपिणी बृहती ब्राह्मणी ब्राह्मी ब्रह्मानन्दा बलिप्रिया भाषा रूपा बृहत्सेना भावा भावविवर्जिता सुखाराध्या शुभकरी शोभना सुलभा गतिः राजराजेश्वरी राज्यदायिनी राज्यवल्लभा राजकृपा राजपीठनिवेशितनिजाश्रुता राज्यलक्ष्मी घोषनाथा चतुरङ्गबलेश्वरी साम्राज्यदायिनी सत्यसन्धा सागरमेखला दीक्षिता दैत्यशमनी सर्वलोकवशङ्करी सर्वार्थदात्री सावित्री सच्चिदानन्दरूपिणी देशकालापरिच्छिन्ना सर्वगा सर्वमोहिनी सरस्वती शास्त्रमयी गुहाम्बा गुह्यरूपिणी सर्वोपाधिर्विनिर्मुक्ता सदाशिवपतिव्रता सम्प्रदायेश्वरी साध्वी गुरुमण्डलरूपिणी कुलोत्तीर्णा भगाराध्या माया मधुमतीमही गणाम्बा गुह्यकाराध्या कोमलांगी गुरुप्रिया स्वतंत्रा सर्वतंत्रेशी दक्षिणामूर्तिरूपिणी सनकादिसमाराध्या शिवज्ञानप्रदायिनी Chitkala Ananda Kalika. There are these two namas are there. Chitkala, Ananda Kalika. Chitkala and Ananda Kalika. Two namas are there. So you have to say it together. Don't split it. Chitkala Ananda Kalika.
Chitkala Ananda Kalika.
Prema Rupa Priyankari. Chitkala-ananda kalika prema rupa priyankari.
Chitkala-ananda kalika prema rupa priyankari.
Nama parayana prita.
Nama parayana prita.
Nama parayana na. Nama parayana prita. Parayana. Nama parayana prita.
Nama parayana prita.
Nandi vidya nateshwari.
Nandi vidya nateshwari.
Nama parayana prita. Nandi vidya nateshwari.
Nama parayana prita. Nandi vidya nateshwari.
Chitkala-ananda kalika prema rupa priyankari. Nama parayana prita Nandi vidya nateshwari.
Chitkala-ananda kalika prema rupa priyankari. Nama parayana prita
Nandi vidya
nateshwari.
Mithya jagadadhisthana.
Mithya jagadadhisthana.
Mithya, that is second term. Mithya jagadadhisthana. Jagat adhisthana. Okay. Mithya jagadadhisthana.
Mithya jagadadhisthana.
Muktida muktirupini.
Muktida muktirupini.
Mithya jagadadhisthana. Muktida muktirupini.
Mithya jagadadhisthana. Muktida muktirupini.
Lasya priyalayakari.
Lasya priyalayakari.
Lajjarambadhivandita.
Lajjarambadivandita.
Lasya Priyalayakari Lajjarambhadivandita.
Lasya Priyalayakari Lajjarambhadivandita.
Mithya Jagadadisthana Muktida Muktirupini. Lasya Priyalayakari Lajjarambhadivandita.
Nitya Jagadadishtana Muktida Muktirupini. Lasya Priyalayakari Lajjarambhadivandita.
Chit Kala. Kala means part. Brahman, when it is described, Satchitananda Swarupam. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Three parts are there in the Brahman. Sat, Chit and Ananda. Chit is a part of that. So Chit Kala Nanda Kaliga means Chit Kala means that part of that explanation of Brahman. Chit Kala. Chit is one Kala of that. She is in the form of Chit. That is why we call her a Chitrupini. Chitrupini. And what we say is like, no, I don't want to go a little deep into this. Ananda Kalika. No, it is difficult. Like there are so much inside. I don't know, because you people are just beginning to learn. Just to treat the ground before going deep into it, because it takes a long time. She knows that she was with me. Ananda Kalika. Ananda, first we saw it as Chit, now it is Ananda. Ananda Kalika. She is in the form of Ananda enjoyed by all the Jivatma. So, the Supreme Consciousness is explained in the previous Nama. Now, individual consciousness has come in this Nama. Chit means the Supreme Consciousness. Ananda Kalika, because this Nama, they say individual consciousness. Okay. Prema Rupa, she is the embodiment of love. Prema, love for the beings, love for the souls. That is the reason the creation happens every time. The Brahman thinks like, to redeem, the souls will redeem themselves. And our birth also takes place because of the prarabdha karmas that we have done in the previous janmas. According to that, the birth takes place. And we go through all the trials and tribulations of our karmas in this. And we also accrue more for the next janma. So that is, but it is absolute compassion and love from there, from her, that makes the creation to happen. Because she always wants to give one more chance. It never ends, but still she is giving one more chance. So, Prema Rupa. Ayurghritam, as they say, like, the bhakti that emanates from each one of us, the bhakti of her, that brings her form. If you say so, like we don't know what Brahman looks like, whether it is a male or a female, or there is no gender, anything. According to our own bhakti, we call it in different names. We call Krishna, we call Rama, we call Devi, we call Durga, we call Kali. The names are formed by our bhakti towards them, how we are able to connect with the Brahman. Any form is, I will not say anything low to that. Everything is a superior form. Every form is a superior form. You are able to connect with your bhakti in that form. That is what? Your bhakti is the form that gives rise to whether it is Ambal or Krishna. There are some aspects of each one of the gods or goddesses we are able to connect with. So that is what it is. And that actually creates that bhakti in us. That is the reason we are able to connect. That is the reason Prema Rupa. Bhakti is a prema. That is Ayughratham, they say, like the bhakti that emanates from the devotees forms the rupam of the deity. Because Ambal herself has got a lot of Rupam. Mahavishnu has got a lot of Rupam. If you see, so there are so many Rupam, so many. I know for us, Kali or Durga looks so ferocious. I know so many Kali Upasakas, Durga Upasakas. Devi Upasaka, we call it, generalize the statement as Devi Upasaka, but there are different forms of Devi. So even if it is ferocious form, that appeals to them in some way or the other. So Prema Rupa, the form of the Devi is formed by your bhakti, not by her. That is what your bhakti, Ayurghratham. Nama Parayana Prita, repetition of the Nama Parayana is the Kali solution. This Kali Kalam, the easy way to liberate yourself, they say. The diversions are many. That is the reason they have given the easiest way to redeem yourself, liberate yourself is Nama Parayana. Keep repeating the Namas, that gives you a lot of energy. That gives you the release. That gives you the liberation. Nama Parayana Prita. She loves that when people devote time to do the Nama Parayana. I am not only saying it is Lalitha Sahasranamam. Any Nama Parayanam is supreme. Nama is supreme by itself. So we have to repeat those Namas. So give that kind of personality changes with the Nama Parayana. Personality changes because I know the travel that I have had, my journey, how it was and how it has become. And it is only growing on one side. That is what you have to understand, that Nama Parayana gives that kind of a strength. So, which is actually valid only in this, all in the Treta Yugam, Kruta Yugam and all. You have to do hard tapas to get that liberation. Here we have to just recite the names. But the diversions are many. It will not make you easy for you to recite the names. As it looks so easy, circumstances will not make you to do that. That is the reason they have kept it is a very, very tough time even to recite the Nama. But Nama Parayana can give you surely that liberation. Nandi Vidya, she is worshipped by Nandi. Sri Vidya Upasakas, we have told, like there are 12 primary Upasakas, great Upasakas. And Nandi is one of them. So Nandi Vidya, because now we are coming to Nateshwari. Slowly, like that Lasyam and Tandavam. Nataraja is the dancer, Shiva dance form of Shiva, Nataraja. His consort is Nateshwari. That is as simple as that, because the Nama is going to come, further Namas will come. Lasya. There are two aspects of dance. One is rhythm and one is expression. Tandavam is done by Shiva. Together only they make a beautiful dance. Both rhythm and the expression only together they make a beautiful dance. So Shiva, when he does it, it is Tandavam. It is basically rhythm based. Whereas Ambal, when she does it, it is Lasyam. It is called Lasyam. It is full of expression. All the rasas, all these things will come now. The Namas will be following. That is the reason I wanted to tell you. Tandava, and with this they create, and the destruction happens in the end. The creation also happens and the destruction. Because if you see, so there is a rhythmic pattern in the universe. There is a rhythm that goes on in the universe. Nothing like, changes. The sun has to rise in the east. For us, like, how the sun rises, goes in the mid. Nothing changes. They are so disciplined, they are all. Planets go in one direction, they all go in one direction. There is the kind of rhythm you see in the Prapancham is something that is wonderful. The rhythm actually keeps the discipline of the Prapancham. But Lasyam gives the color to that. When you see Lasyam, without that expression, without that beautiful color of the flowers or beautiful smile on the face of a child, that is all Lasyam, that is all Ambal's grace. So there is one kind of a rhythm and discipline on one side. This is the two aspects of, that is what is considered to be Shiva and Shakti Tattvam. Dance, Lasyam and Tandavam. So Nateshwari, she is the one who is the consort of Nataraja. Mithya Jagada Adishtha. Mithya Jagat Adishtha. The world is illusory. We have been saying this from the beginning, because there is no what is the real world, it is all our own perception of the world. Each one has got our own perception according to our experience. Our experience teaches that the world is this. Each one has got their own expression of world, but which is the real world, no one knows. So world is illusory. Mithya Jagat. Mithya means illusion. Jagat is the world. Adisthana means she is the support of this world. Mithya Jagat Adisthana. Muktida, she is the one who gives liberation. Muktida, she gives liberation, not to everybody, the devotees who are really worthy of it. She selects. She doesn't give it to everyone. Like Mukti Rupini, she is in the form of liberation itself. She is in the form of knowledge. Now the thing comes. Lasya Priya, she loves dancing. She is fond of dancing. Lasyam, she loves to perform with Shiva's Tandavam. Lasyam Narthanam Priyam Yasyaha. Layakari. Layam is very important for both music and dance. Talam, we say it, Layam. So, Swaram are considered to be as the father, Laya is considered to be the mother. As much as Swaram is there, lyrics are there. Lyrics and the emotions that go with that. Those two things are very important. Lyrics, when not merging with the swara, then you cannot call it a music. In the same way, plain swara cannot be called a song. So both swara and the lyric are both important for a music, for any song. For any song, the both swara and the kirtanam is important. In the same way, she represents Laya, that is the kirtana part of it. Swara as the father. Both for music and dance, I think it applies. Now we say Lasyam, now Layam. Layam also means like being one with, finding the union with. Layakari, she is the one who leads you for that union. So she is the one who makes the union possible between the Jivatma and the Paramatma. So Layakari. Lajja, she is in the form of modesty. We saw it. Yadevi Sarva Bhudeshu Lajja Rupena Samsthita. Lajja is a nama that is used in Lalitha Sahasranamam also. Lajja. Rambhadi Vandita. The celestial damsels like Ramba, Urvasi and all, they all worship her. It is beautifully, this one nama has been very beautifully told by Shankar Bhagatpadal in Saundarya Lahari. Tadiyam Saundaryam Tuhinagiri Ganye Tulaidum Kavindraha Kalpande Katamapi Virinji Prabhu. Her Saundaryam is something the poets try to describe it. They fail to describe. And then even Brahma, that is what? Virinchi Prabhu, all the celestials, they want to describe. They also fail to describe because she doesn't reveal herself completely to anybody. So they are not able to describe her beauty in fullness. So what happens, that is the reason this Ramba, Urvashi and all, they want to find union with Shiva, because Shiva is the only one who can see her complete beauty. So they want to find Sayujyam with Shiva. That is what Yathalo Kautsugyad Amara Lalana Yanti Manasa Thabho with Dushprabham Abhigirisa Sayujya Padim. They want Shiva's Sayujyam, which is difficult for people who do penance for hundreds of years to get the Shiva's. Their only aim to get Shiva's Sayujyam is to understand her entire beauty in entirety, because they all say see only a part of it. Rambadi Vandita. This is so beautiful. Like every nama Shankara Bhagavad has taken and explained it in a poetic way. It is so beautiful. Bhavadava Sudha Vrishti. Next few namas, now they say what is the nama number 742? She's searching for it. You are searching? We have to recite that, no? Okay. Bhavadava Sudha Vrishti.
Bhavadava Sudha Vrishti.
Paparanyadavanala.
Paparanyadavanala.
Now listen to the sandhi, okay? Bhavadava Sudha Vrishti Paparanyadavanala.
Bhavadava Sudha Vrishti. Paparanyadavanala.
Daurbhagyatula Vatula.
Daurbhagyatula Vatula.
Jaradvantara Viprabha.
Jaradvantara Viprabha.
Daurbhagyatula Vatula. Jaradvantara Viprabha.
Daurbhagyatula Vatula. Jaradvantara Viprabha.
Bhavadava Sudha Vrishti Paparanya Davanala. Daurbhagyatula Vatula. Jaradvantara Viprabha.
Bhavadava Sudha Vrishti Paparanyadavanala. Daurbhagyatula Vatula. Jaradvantara Viprabha.
Bhagyabdhi Chandrika.
Bhagyabdhi Chandrika.
See, the bha is also with the Mahapranam and dhi. They end with dhi. Bhagyabdhi Chandrika.
Bhagyabdhi Chandrika.
Bhakta Chitta Keki Ghana Ghana.
Bhakta Chitta Keki Ghana Ghana.
Bhagyabdhi Chandrika. Bhakta Chitta Keki Ghana Ghana.
Bhagyabdhi Chandrika. Bhakta Chitta Keki.
Give a pass because Bhakta Chitta Keki Ghana Ghana is one nama. The meaning will get spoiled. So Bhagyabdhi Chandrika is one nama. So take a small pass. Listen to me. Bhagyabdhi Chandrika Bhakta Chitta Keki Ghana Ghana.
Bhagyabdhi Chandrika. Bhakta Chitta Keki Ghana Ghana.
Roga Parvata Dambolir.
Roga Parvata Dambolir.
Dambolir. Dambolihi. Actually it is because the sandhi has come here. Roga Parvata Dambolih. No, say it like that. Roga Parvata Dambolir.
Okay. Roga Parvata Dambolir.
Mrityu Daru Kutarika.
Mrityu Daru Kutarika.
Roga Parvata Dambolir. Mrityu Daru Kutarika.
Roga Parvata Dambolir. Mrityu Daru Kutarika.
Bhagyabdhi Chandrika Bhakta Chitta Keki Ghana Ghana. Roga Parvata Dambolir. Mrityu Daru Kutarika.
Bhagyabdhi Chandrika. Bhakta Chitta Keki Ghana Ghana. Roga Parvata Dambolir.
Dambolir.
Dambolir. Mrityu Daru Kutarika.
Okay. Bhavadava Sudha Vrishti. The samsara is like a forest fire. Bhava Dava. Dava means the forest fire. So Bhava Dava Sudha Vrishti. Forest fire cannot be like, fire engines cannot go and douse the fire. They sometimes now modern days, they seed the clouds and then they make it, only rain can douse the forest fire. Otherwise, no way that forest fire can be contained. So, samsara is like that of forest fire, which can be contained, doused, not only contained, it is doused, completely got rid of. Sudha Vrishti, by raining nectar. She rains nectar. She is the one who rains nectar on the forest fire called samsara. Samsara is compared here to forest, because forest fire takes only a few minutes for the entire forest to get, it can like spread so fast. Forest fire cannot be easily contained, it spreads so fast. And it can be doused only by rain, not by anything else. So, Sudha, Bhavadhava, Sudha Vrishti, they say. Nectar rain. She is like the nectar rain to contain the forest fire called samsara. Paparanya Dhavanala. Again, now the forest fire comes in a different aspect now. Papa Aranya. Aranya means forest. Papa Aranya means forest kind of sins. How dense the forest is. And how widespread the forest is. That many sins that all of us have done. Why some? All of us have done that. So, how can you destroy that forest? Because only forest fire can destroy. She comes as a forest fire to destroy the forest-like sins that we have committed. So much of sins. So, she doesn't take long time. That is what they say. It happens so quickly. Forest fire actually spreads so widely and so quickly. So, how quickly she destroys all our sins. The only thing is you have to pray to her and be Nama Parayana Prita. You have to keep telling her names. Daurbhagya Thula Vathula. Again, Vathula means whirlwind. Whirlwind. How a cotton gets stuck in the whirlwind. Just imagine a whirlwind is there. A piece of cotton got stuck. It will be just going round and round. Daurbhagya Thula Vathula. Daurbhagya means your misfortunes. Or like cotton in the whirlwind. It will be just, she is like Daurbhagya Thula Vathula. Thula means cotton. Vathula means whirlwind. These few namas are like that. Like how she protects you. Jara Dvantha Ravi Prabha. Jara means old age. Dvanta means darkness. Old age is here compared to the darkness. So many times now we see in our complex itself, when old people, whether alone or sick, the kind of gloominess that goes on in their lives when you sit and talk to them. You feel very sorry. We all feel like, this is what the old age means or what. So, Jara Dvanta, so the darkness of old age, Ravi Prabha dispels like the sun's rays. Ravi means sun, Prabha is rays. So, the darkness of the old age, she dispels it like the sun's rays. She illuminates your life. So praying to her actually destroys that. Keep doing it. You make yourself happy, you make your surrounding happy, you make everyone happy around you. That is important. So all the time, because the old age is connected to gloominess. So how to get out of it is, one way to get out of it is getting into some kind of worship or some kind of things. Bhagyabdi Chandrika. The moment, if you have noticed one thing in Sahasranamam or even Trishati for that matter, whenever sun is mentioned, immediately the moon follows. Moon, everywhere I have found it very interesting it is. The sun is first mentioned means then there is some nama connected with the moon. The same thing has come. Bhagyabdi Chandrika. Bhagyabdi Chandrika. Bhagya means like, fortune, ocean of fortune. Sorry. Missed it. Bhagyabdi Chandrika. What happens to the ocean when during the full moon? You can see the wave, high tide. So, moon likes, the ocean likes the moon. Ocean likes the moon, that's why it raises so much. Yeah, full moon we always say like, that high tides are there during the full moon time. So, it is not there. It is only on the full moon day you can see like the ocean rising, and even you can see the high tide, and it is like, occupying the beach to that extent. So, the ocean, like how the ocean rises during the full moon, like that, her good fortunes also come. She is like the moonlight for you to get good fortunes. So good fortunes get attracted by her because she is like moonlight. How the moonlight is connected with the ocean of fortune. Bhakta chitta keki ghana ghana. Kekha means the sound the peacock makes. Ghana is clouds, dark clouds, ghana. There is always a connection between the peacock making sound when the rain is going to come, dark clouds of rain. So, her, like, she is compared to the rain-bearing clouds, and bhaktas are compared to the peacock who makes sounds. So, she works as like, peacocks dance when when they see dark clouds. Like the bhaktas chittam starts so joyous and this thing when like, extremely happy when they see Ambal. So that is what bhakta chitta keki gana ghana. It is all being connected with her internally. This is all internal exploration that happens. So many times you cannot, the ecstasy of seeing her within you is what they have explained. You should not like, Ambal kam pratyaksham in front of us. We are not that punyatmas. So, but internally, internal explorations and meditation within you. And reaching that point where you enjoy that bliss and anandam. You cannot get out of it. You don't want to get out of it. That bliss and anandam, Brahman does not have any form or any quality. When you understand that you enjoy that bliss, you know that there is something that is within you that makes you very happy. Anandam that gives you anandam. Roga Parvata Damboli, Roga Parvata, mountains of diseases. It is not one disease, mountains of diseases. Damboli means thunderbolt. She is like a thunderbolt. It destroys everything, even if it is like, mountains of diseases. So, Roga Parvata Damboli. Mrityu Dharu Kutarika. Daru means tree. Mrityu Dharu means tree of death. Kutarika. Kuta is axe. Kutarika. So, the fear of death is the worst thing that can. Death is not very dangerous. Fear of death is worse than that. No, it is only the fear of death that makes us all worry about things. We are all scared of that. We don't know, because what is ahead we don't know. We have not experienced it. So, the fear of death is worse than death itself. So, Mrityu Dharu Kutarika. She is like an axe. The fear of death. She takes away the fear of death. How? By giving the union with her. When you have that faith in her, actually destroys that fear. the faith in her. Faith in her, that is why all these things are explained, and towards the end this nama has come. Maheshwari, Mahattat Ishwari. Mahat means huge, great. There are so many meanings to that, huge, great. And Ishwari, she is the Ishwari of the entire creation.
You have to tell this.
Oh, I have not, sorry. I just last time when I was doing, I was not teaching, no? So I used to go nama by nama. That practice is not good. Maheshwari Mahakali,
Maheshwari Mahakali,
Mahagrasa Mahashana,
Mahagrasa Mahashana,
Maheshwari Mahakali, Mahagrasa Mahashana,
Maheshwari Mahakali, Mahagrasa Mahashana,
Aparna Chandika,
Aparna Chandika,
Chandamunda Suranishudini,
Chandamunda Suranishodhini,
Aparna Chandika, Chandamunda Suranishudini,
Aparna Chandika, Chandamunda
Munda Sura.
Chandamunda Suranishodhini.
See, the pause there should not disturb the meter. We have to be that is conscious effort that we have to do it. It shouldn't disturb the meter, but it should also give you the very clear segregation of the namas. Okay? Aparna Chandika Chandamunda Suranishudini.
Aparna Chandika, Chandamunda Suranishodhini.
Because I have seen many people reciting like this. Aparna Chandika Chanda Munda Suranishudini. This is what I have heard people saying. My heart bleeds when they say like that. That is the reason the small pause makes so much of a difference. Aparna Chandika Chanda Munda Suranishudini.
Aparna Chandika, Chandamunda Suranishodhini.
Maheshwari Mahakali, Mahagrasa Mahashana, Aparna Chandika Chandamunda Suranishudini.
Maheshwari Mahakali, Mahagrasa Mahashana, Aparna Chandika, Chandamunda Suranishodhini.
Kshara Ksharatmika,
Shara Sharatmika,
Sarvalokeshi Vishwadarini,
Sarvalokeshi Vishwadarini.
Kshara Ksharatmika, Sarvalokeshi Vishwadarini.
Shara Sharatmika, Sarvalokeshi Vishwadarini.
Trivargadatri Subhaga,
Trivargadatri Subhaga,
Trambaka Trigunatmika,
Triambaka Trigunatmika.
Trivargadatri Subhaga, Trambaka Trigunatmika,
Trivargadatri Subhaga,
Trivargadatri Subhaga, Trambaka Trigunatmika, Kshara Ksharatmika, Sarvalokeshi Vishwadarini, Trivargadatri Subhaga, Trambaka Trigunatmika.
Shara Sharatmika, Sarvalokeshi Vishwadarini, Trivargadatri Subhaga, Triambaka Trigunatmika.
Trambaka. Because you should not say Trayambaka. No Trayambaka. Trambaka. That all are in short forms. Okay. Trambaka. Because if you see so, Trigunatmika, Trivargadatri, all three comes. Whereas this one is Triambaka. So you shouldn't say Trayambaka. No Trayambaka. Triambaka. Okay? Maheshwari. Not Maheshwari. It is Maheshwari. Maheshwari, Mahat and Ishwari. That is, Mahat is great. Ishwari is the creation of, she is the ruler of the entire creation. She is called Maheshwari. There is one Nama, we have seen it like, Maheshwari in 208. Nama 208 is called wife of Maheshwara. That she is called Maheshwari. This one is Maheshwari, which is great ruler of this cosmos. Okay. Mahakali, again she is in the Mahat form, greatness form. And Kali. Kali, you all know Kali. Kali is the one time bound. It is not only darkness. We portray her in darkness, but it is also described that she is in the dark form. Kali, Krishna Varna. But Kali also is the controller of time. So it is both Kali. Beautiful description of Kali in Dev Mahatmya. Beautiful description. I think it is in the 5th chapter, no? 5th chapter. It is. It is not in the 5th chapter. I think it comes in the 4th, no? Indra, not Indra Shruti. It comes in the Chandamundavada. That is in the 6th chapter it will come. Dhumra Lochana is 6th and 7th chapter it will come. 7th chapter is Kali expression. Beautiful expression of Kali. How they have described. Mahagrasa. Grasa means bite, one mouthful. Mahagrasa, the entire creation is like one mouthful to her. The destruction happens so fast. So entire creation is like one mouthful to her, and that is why one bite, one huge bite. Mahagrasa. Mahashana. Mahashana is, she is a great eater. Ashana is here, eater. So in the entire universe is in one mouthful. You can see how great an eater she is. Because there is one more Nama, we have seen it in 229, Mahasana. She's seat. The 36 principles were her seat. Mahasana. This is Mahashana. There's a difference you have to understand. Mahashana. So when she is outward, Bahirmukham, the entire universe comes. She goes inwards, the entire universe also goes inside. That is why it is say Mahashana. One bite it comes out and one bite it goes in. Aparna. Parna means leaf. Aparna means without leaves. She is without any debts, they say, especially here, because there is a story from Bhaskara Rai's life itself. Like Bhaskara Rai used to borrow money from all the neighbors or people who are wealthy to conduct his rituals. He was like, he was conducting his daily rituals and things like that. Even for that, he didn't have money. He used to take money from everybody, borrow money, but he could never return it. So everybody will come and ask. He will be in puja, but poor Bhaskara Rai's wife has to take all the brunt of his borrowing. So what happened one day, she used to say, what is the point in him doing so much of puja? Then people are coming and asking like this. So Ambal goes in the guise of his wife and returns the money to all the people who have borrowed it from. It happened in his life. So the next day, Bhaskara Rai's wife got really surprised that no one came to her doorstep to ask for money to be returned. Then she goes and asks, why you have not come to ask? Every day you are coming, suddenly why you have stopped coming? And they said, yesterday only you gave the money, so you have given all our debt, my money is now repaid, so there is no debt. So this actually happened. Ambal goes in the guise of his wife. Slowly. What happened?
Just walk.
Okay, no problem. You walk here. This length is a good length. Slowly. Want water? You are okay?
Yeah.
If you want anything, tell me. Just take one stride. Okay. So the creditors stopped asking for money. Once they received it, they didn't know. Then only they understood like the greatness of Bhaskara Raya, and they were really like happy that they were all around him. So there is Aparna. Aparna is she is without any debt. Chandiga, Chadi Khobhe, Chandiga. Chandi Durga is the anger personification, Chandiga. So she is in the form of Chandiga. Chandamundasara Nishodhani. She comes as Kali, she comes as Chandi. She only got the name because she killed both Chanda and Munda. She got the name Chamundi. So Chandamundasara, she slayed both the demons Chanda and Munda. Kshara, Ksharatmika. Kshara means perishable, Akshara means non-perishable. She is in the form of both. She is the Brahman, which is non-perishable. She is in the form of Prithvi as Prakriti, which is perishable. So she is in the form of both perishable and non-perishable. Kshara, Ksharatmika. Sarva Lokeshi, she is the ruler of, you can say it in different words, the fact is only one. She is the ruler of the entire universe. Vishwadharini, she is the one who holds the entire universe in her. So Vishwadharini. Trivarga Dhatri. Trivarga means three Purusharthas. Dharma, Artham, Kama. In fact, she gives all the four, but three Purusharthas are necessary for us to live here in this world. So she gives all the three to us. So that's why we say she gives all the three. Trivarga of the four Purusharthas. Subhagha. Bhaga, we have seen Bhaga, Bhagamalini, Bhagavan. All those things, how many qualities are there to be Bhaga? Lot of meanings are there. She is Subhaga, she gives all the good things that are mentioned as Bhaga to her devotees. Everything that is Triambaka. Triambaka means she has got three eyes. Sun, moon and Agni are her three eyes. Trigunatmika. Triguna is Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. All the three gunas are present in her in equilibrium just before at the start of the creation. The permutation combination of the three gunas makes the variegated universe. That is the story how the universe began. So Trigunatmika, all the three gunas are present in her. Okay. Swarga Pavargata Shuddha.
Swarga Pavargata Shuddha.
Japa Pushpa Nibha Krutihi.
Japa Pushpa Nibha Krutihi.
Swarga Pavargata Shuddha. Japa Pushpa Nibha Krutihi.
Swarga Pavargata Shuddha. Japa Pushpa Nibha Krutihi. Can you just repeat this?
Swarga Pavargata Shuddha. Japa Pushpa Nibha Krutihi.
Swarga Pavargata.
Illa. Swarga Apavargata.
Okay.
Swarga, that is you have to say it. Swarga Apavargata is the. So when you say it together, Swarga Pavargata. Okay. Swarga Pavargata Shuddha Japa Pushpa Nibhakriti. You can say it. Swarga Pavargata Shuddha Japa Pushpa Nibhakriti. Ojovati Dudidhara.
Ojovati Dudidhara.
Yanya Rupa Priyavratha.
Yanya Rupa Priyavratha.
Ojovati Dudidhara. Yanya Rupa Priyavratha.
Ojovati Dudidhara. Yanya Rupa Priyavratha.
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 Swarga Pavargada Shuddha Japa Pushpa Nibhakrutihi Ojovati Dyutidhara Yanya Rupa Priyavrata.
Swarga Pavargada Shuddha Japa Pushpa Nibhakritihi Ojovati Dudidara Yanya Rupa Priyavrata.
Duraradhya Duradharsha
Duraradhya Duradarsha
Patali Kusuma Priya.
Patali Kusuma Priya.
Duraradhya Duradarsha Patali Kusuma Priya.
Duraradhya Duradarsha Patali Kusuma Priya.
Mahati Meru Nilaya
Mahati Meru Nilaya
Mandara Kusuma Priya.
Mandara Kusuma Priya.
Mahati Meru Nilaya Mandara Kusuma Priya.
Mahati Meru Nilaya Mandara Kusuma Priya.
Duraradhya Duradharsha Patali Kusuma Priya. Mahati Meru Nilaya Mandara Kusuma Priya.
Duraradhya Duradarsha Patali Kusuma Priya. Mahati Meru Nilaya Mandara Kusuma Priya.
Swarga Pavargata. Swarga Pavargata. Swarga means heaven. Apavarga means liberation. Apavarga means liberation. She gives both heaven as well as the liberation. Why they say is like, when you do good, all your good things, karmas, all your good karmas, when you have done it, we all go to the heaven, stay in that place till your karmas expire. Good karmas expire. After that, again we come back to the earth to be born again. Whatever our karma leads to, we are born again in the earth. It's just pushed from the heaven. It is not the final liberation. Whereas final liberation is something you never come back. You find the union with the Brahman. There's a difference. You go to the heaven, you stay till your karmas are stable. Even Krishna says that in the Bhagavad Gita. As long as the karmas, good karmas last, you stay in the heaven. Then you come back to the earth. Teta bhuktva sarvalokam vishalam Kshine punye mardya logam vishanti. You have to come. Once the punya gets expired, all your punya karma gets expired, you come back to the earth.
But is it true like only we have 7 births?
Not like that. We have hundreds and thousands of births. Don't worry.
Oh.
It is not 7 births. That is not enough for us.
Yeah.
So it is only like, they all say like, ஏழு ஜென்மங்கள். So the thing is, what happens? The pralayam happens, and there is like, it is not like everything is completely nullified. Still our karma stay in the karmadeham and stays during the pralayam, and the birth is taken according to that. That birth probably lasts for the small pralayam happens 7 times. That is the reason. Sir. We have got hundreds and thousands of births we have taken.
No, like now we went and saw Acharya, no? So for them they don't have rebirth.
How they will have? They have become the choice. Like, no, that is what it is. The karma, so many times the great saints are born again to give a balance in the society. See, always Ambal's thing is like, find the right balance in the society. As much as good things are there, bad things are there, there are good things. You are okay today?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
There's too much kicking going on. That's why I'm a little
Okay. Take care. No problem. I'm little concerned. That's all. So the balance is something is always maintained. When they say like Jnaninam avichedapsi Devi Bhavati Kisa Balada Krishya Mohaya Mahamaya Prayachan. She makes the Jnanis also compulsorily come back to earth to give that balance. So you see so much of bhakti movement in one side as much as there are bad things happening on the other side. There is always a balance that is maintained. Only when the balance is tilted, that bhakti cannot hold on, our efforts cannot hold on incarnations come. Incarnations come. The Brahman takes incarnations to fight it out. Otherwise, the balance is always struck. Even there may be a lot of saints who are, now we saw Acharya, it is not like he was just a saint this time and he was not before. He must have been a saint. He was brought back again to this world to spread goodness, to give values, because their job is that, to find that equilibrium. They are to be born. They are forced to be born. So many a times those great saints come back to the world and they continue to live. So they kind of bring a balance. Otherwise, who is there to guide us? Somebody needs to hold a lamp, no? All of us are in the darkness. Who is going to hold the light? Only those good souls hold the light, so we find the way. Follow the light and find the way. All of us are in darkness. This is darkness, absolute darkness. We all live in kind of dark. And so those good souls are made to born again to hold the torch, to hold that light. So it becomes a guiding light to all of us. That is very important. It is not like, it is like, even when they are born again, they will be born only as saints. They will be born only as sannyasis. They will not procreate and like their vamsam will not come, because the vamsam has ended. With them taking the sannyasam, they cannot have the generations that are going to follow. But even if they again take the birth, they will be a sannyasi, they will be a saint to hold that torch, to lead us, guide us. That's very important, because this balance has been maintained throughout. I don't know how much you all observe as it happens. I have been observing this phenomenon, particularly like as many as you see, like so many negativity happens in one side, so many disheartening things when you read the newspaper or when you see the news. On the same side, you see the other side. Silently, this movement is happening consistently. That is why our dharma is called Sanatana Dharma. The number of saints born in this bhumi is something unbelievable. It has not happened in anywhere else in this universe, because this bhumi is a dharma bhumi, and only mainly saints will be born only in this bhumi. This Bharata Desham is so blessed Desham. Blessed this one Desham is. So many saints are born. So many saints are still living incognito in so many places. If you go to Trivandamala, if you go to Himalayas, you see so many of them live incognito but their very presence brings in them. That is what, they don't need to do anything else. They are being present here, brings in the balance in the society, brings in the balance in the universe. We have to understand why they are not so many times, because my Guru Parapara is Avadutas. They don't come out in public. They all hide themselves. But their penance, their presence itself is enough to bring in that kind of equilibrium in this world. That we have to understand. Okay?
Is it true that the soul enters the womb in the 7th month? Because my party keeps saying this is a very crucial. So the negative soul, the positive soul, so you'll have to pray a lot during this time. So is it?
The soul is like, the selection of the parents, who it is going to be born to. All these things are decided before the soul comes to you. The formation happens so many times. I mean, don't get distracted by this, but I'm just saying, so many times you see there are stillborn children, or there are like they complete the cycle and then the child is not alive. Because what happens, there are great saints. Going through the labor is a karma, writing of the karma for both the mother as well as the child. The pain that we all go through during the labor, the child also goes through equally that. Child, because it is not expressing, but it goes through that. The pain of being born through the labor itself is writing of lot of karmas for the baby. And so for the mother, for going through that pain. So the reason why women are held so high in Sanatana Dharma is we all worship women in this Dharma. We have so many Swasini Puja, we have Kanya Puja, we have only Thampati Puja, we don't worship. We call them only for Shraddha. All the Brahmanas, we call them only for Shraddha. We don't worship them separately. We have to do it, we do only Thampati Puja, only when he is with his wife we do it. We do the Brahmachari Puja. Brahmachari, we call them like not married, young boys. We even do that puja. Puja, it is a part of the puja. But Kanya Puja and Swasini Puja, woman can be worshipped alone, but man cannot. The kind of respect women is being given in our Sanatana Dharma, I don't think that it is anywhere else given in this other faiths. I'm not demeaning any faith. Faith is something that you are able to connect to, the divine. That is what is faith. Faith is something that you are able to connect to the divine. Why they say 7th month is the development of intellect plays a big part in that. Though the brain and heart forms in the beginning, first heart forms and then comes the brain. But in the 7th month, slowly the baby is, because it is ready to be born in this world. So the intellect, antakarana, gets into that at that point of a time. But the deciding of the parent to whom it is to be born is decided when it comes. So the development of antakarana happens now from the 7th month. This is a very crucial period for the entire growth of the baby, 7th to 10th. Because antakarana is which is like undefined during the first 7 months. It is trying to get a shape now. It is now trying to see whether it can put the finger in the mouth or the fist in the mouth, breathing, and it knows where his circumference you have to go within that womb.
That's why it is kicking.
Yeah, it has to go within that womb. All those things happen only now at a later period because slowly that antakarana is developing. When the baby comes out, it is like, it is well developed to that extent to receive the worldly ideas. Worldly ideas gives more exposure. It knows to cry to get what it wants. What it is antakarana, that is intellect. Intellect and expression comes after it is born, but the development of it takes place after the 7th month. That is why it is very, very crucial. That is why people say, like during this time, especially the later months of this pregnancy, that you should be hearing lot of namas, lot of things, because these things go into the baby system. Baby system, that is very, very important. When your mind is at peace, the same kind of peace you are transmitting to the baby, because it is still connected to you. Right? So the development of antakarana happens, which is not as developed as it is from the 7th month. After it is only growing. Okay?
Thank you for the explanation.
Where we stopped, that is I forgot. Swarga Pavargada. Duraratya Duradarsha, we have finished, no?
Yeah.
Mahati Merunilaya, Mandara Kusuma Priya? No. Mahati Merunilaya,
Mahati Meru Nilaya,
Mandara Kusuma Priya.
Mandara Kusuma Priya,
Mahati Merunilaya, Mandara Kusuma Priya.
Mahati Meru Nilaya, Mandara Kusuma Priya,
Duraradhya Duradarsha, Patali Kusuma Priya. Mahati Merunilaya, Mandara Kusuma Priya.
Duraradhya Duradarsha, Patali Kusuma Priya, महती मेरु निलया मंदार कुसुम प्रिया.
I said about Swarga Pavarkada. Shuddha. Shuddha means purity. She is the embodiment of purity. Japa Pushpa Nibhakriti. Japa Pushpa is the hibiscus flower. She is, her complexion is that of a hibiscus flower. It is equal to the color of the hibiscus flower. Japa Pushpa. Ojovati. Ojas is the vitality in the body. Ojas is that is the principle. Vitality is something that keeps our body warm, and the action even when we are sleeping. Our vitality, even while we are sleeping, the body is acting, doing its work. So all these things based on the vitality. She is in the form of Ojas. That is the dhatu. Ojosham Ashtamam dhatu. Eighth element in the body. I don't want to go detail, but the lymphatic fluids, blood, flesh, fat, bone, marrow, fluids of creation. Ojas is said to be the eighth dhatu. The seven we have already seen. All those Dhyuti Dhara means brightness. She's got a brilliant radiance, brightness, luster. Yanya Rupa. Yanya means fire rituals. She is in the form of fire, Yanyas. Yanyomai Vishnu. Normally we say, Vedas say Vishnu is in the form of Yanyas. Yanyomai Vishnu, they will say. And Vishnu's, Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Yanyanam Japa Yanyosmi. Now, among all the Yanyams, I am in the form of Japa Yanyam. When you do the Japam of the mantram, that is the best Yanyam that can happen, not the fire rituals. Yanyam. Priya Vratha. Priya means like Vratha. Vratha means vow. Vratham, we say vow we take. So she is pleased with the vows we take. To vows made known not only to her, to even other gods and goddesses. We take vows only to appease the deities. So you please any deity, she is very happy with that. Priya Vratha. Duraradhya. Very difficult to attain her. She is not easy to get. Very difficult to. That is we say that it is, the namas are also going to come now. It is not how big puja you are doing, how big offerings that you are making. It is the purity of mind and senses. That is what she wants. That is what is pure. The mind should be pure. Senses should be pure. With a pure mind and heart, when you submit to her, can never be equal with whatever else you give. Money can buy it. Purity is only that you have to try and make it yourself. That is your hard work. Purity of mind is your own virtue. Cannot be bought by money. Whatever you are going to give is what she already has, that is given by her. Duradarsha. That is exactly what I told now. You cannot you cannot please her with all the gifts. Big gifts. She is not pleased with that. She is pleased only with you and the pure mind that you have, pure devotion that you have. The purity of your mind and devotion is the paramount to reach her. Don't try. That is what Bhagavad Gita says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. Yome Bhaktya Prayachati. Whatever the bhakti, with the devotion he gives, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. What? Patra means leaf. Pushpam is pushpam. You can get it from anywhere. Phalam, fruits. Toyam is water. He's not asking for anything else. Krishna doesn't ask for anything else. He said, keep your offerings simple and your bhakti the maximum. And even if you give the simplest things with true bhakti, I accept only that. The purity of mind and devotion is the paramount to reach them. Not reach the Brahman. It is whether you call it as Krishna or Durga, that doesn't matter. But they all demand only this purity of bhakti and mind. So, Dhuraradhya, Dhuradarsha, Patali Kusmapiya, Patripu, we call it as Patripu in Tamil. Patal Pushpa. Very pale yellow or pale white in color, Patri Pushpam. That is very favorite to her. Kusuma Priya, fragrance is, the smell of the flower is very pleasing to her. I think we have to stop with this today. Okay? We are not done much, but a lot of explanations, but it is okay. It's okay. We still can finish it. Okay? Okay. We'll repeat whatever we have said today. Okay? Chitkala Ananda Kalika Prema Rupa Priyankari Nama Parayana Prita Nandi Vidya Nateshwari Mithya Jagadadhisthana Muktida Mukti Rupini Lasya Priyalayakari Lajja Rambadi Vandhita Bhavada Vasudha Vrishtif Paparanya Davanala Daurbhagya Tula Vatula Jaradvantara Viprabha Bhagyabdhi Chandrika Bhakta Chitta Keki Ghana Ghana Roga Parvata Damboler Mrityu Daru Kutharika Maheshwari Mahakali Mahagrasa Mahashana Aparna Chandika Chandamunda Suranishudini Kshara Ksharatmika Sarvalokeshi Vishwadharini Trivargadatri Subhaga Trembaka Trigunatmika Swarga Pavargada Shuddha Japa Pushpanibha Krutihi Ojovati Dudidhara Yanya Rupa Priyavrata Duraradhya Duradarsha Patali Kusuma Priya Mahati Meru Nilaya Mandara Kusuma Priya. I think I have not said about Mahati. Mahati is, she's the greatest. Mahat. So she's the greatest. Meru Nilaya is, her residence is Mahameru. Meru. You can call it as the Meru that we all have it at home at Kailasha. Mahameru. She is the, her residence is that, she stays there. Mandara Kusuma Priya. Mandaram is also called Vellarukku in Tamil. It is very, she is very fond of the smell of fragrance of that flowers. Okay, we'll stop with this.